Now, real estate entrepreneur and community driver Thato TT Mbha is once again gearing up to host this year's TT Mbha Caddy Golf Day in Soweto on the 6th of September. This year, 100 caddy golfers across Gauteng will compete against each other with the hope of being the first winner of the competition. Through this event, he also aims to help the caddies gain financial literacy and improve the township economy. He joins us now to tell us more about the annual golf day. TT, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Morning, Lebza. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. Talk to us about what sparked the idea to host a TT Mbha Caddy Golf Day.
So it emanated from last year, actually, when I initially started the Soweto Youth Golf Day, which was aimed to commemorate the June 16 uprising. That was stopped by the looting from the community at the time. And I just thought to myself, the people that are actually going to benefit from this golf day are caddies, and now they're not going to be able to get paid on the day because of the looting. And then I started the TT Mbha Caddy Golf Day because I was like, we need to honor these people. Caddies are the most underrated people in the sport, but yet the most critical part of the sport.
I wanted to ask, that was going to be my next question. I mean, why specifically caddies?
If you look at the sport of golf, every golfer that is a professional has got a caddy carrying their bag and giving them lines, showing them how to actually win, right? So they're the best people to actually guide you. So why not acknowledge them for who they are in the sport?
Generally, are caddies well paid or is in the middle? It depends on who you are. Maybe you're a caddy for Tiger Woods, for
absolutely.
instance.
I mean, generally it depends on who you're caddying for, like you just said. But in general, in terms of social golfers, most caddies, they don't actually get paid much, and they have to caddy for the whole day.
Yeah.
And some golfers actually don't pay them what they're supposed to be actually paying. Yeah.
Okay, so talk to us. What's going to happen on in September?
So on the 6th of September, we're hosting the second annual TT Mbha Caddy Golf Day. It's only open to 100 caddies. We already fully sold out. The idea there is to, open savings bank accounts for these caddies. Want to create a cashless business for them, so that when they finish caddying, they don't get robbed or end up using that money to buy alcohol. So we're also curbing the substance abuse issue that is quite prevalent in the townships. And the winning caddy actually gets to go to play at the Nedbank Golf Challenge Pro-Am. So it's exposure for them. For all we know, this is the next Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
And
how do you then gather these caddies, or how do they enter? How does it work?
So it's open to any caddy in Gauteng. We've been privileged enough to have social golfers actually sponsor these caddies. So none of the caddies are actually going to use their own funds to play. So it's open. We've still got a few spots left. So all you need to do is actually go to the Soweto Country Club and register if you're a caddy in and around Gauteng. I
believe you also have an initiative where you're teaching kids in Soweto about the sport.
Well, absolutely. That's part of the program. We want to expose the sport to as many people as possible. Golf is a sport of networking. The privilege of playing the sport is actually one that needs to be open to as many black kids, especially in the townships, and that's why actually we're doing this in Soweto. It's also part of our township economy development, because we're obviously going to use suppliers that are local in terms of catering, the event setup and all of that.
What is the reception from the people of Soweto? It's one thing to do something for them. Are they receptive of it?
They are. I think they're seeing the value of having such activities and events. It also obviously ignites a spark in terms of the economy. A lot of young entrepreneurs can come and display their products and services in terms of what they're doing. So it's just a day that is filled with, a lot of dignity for these caddies. We're going to have a medical team doing health checks on them. They're going to have massages. And each caddy is going to walk away with a bank account. So for me, it's really, amplifying and respecting and bring dignity to caddies in South Africa.
And for somebody who's watching and say, oh, I think I want to be a caddy, where do they even begin?
Look, the information is out there. All you need to do is go out to any country club, but I'd urge you to go to the Soweto Country Club specifically, because they need the help. We need to kind of support them as well, so that it can be a success story from the township. I mean, the Soweto Country Club is the only golf course in any township in the world. We don't have any other. So we need to make sure that we pump as much money towards it and grow it as we go.
And how did COVID affect it?
Of course, COVID affected it, because obviously a lot of golfers couldn't play at the time, and obviously the staff that worked there. So we need to make sure that we support them and we bring the economy back to life.
I want to talk about this trophy. What's this about?
So the winning caddy is going to obviously, win this trophy. We'll engrave their name as well. And for me, it's about creating a culture of of responsible, you know, also respecting the sport.
Yeah.
So just because it's caddies doesn't mean we can't respect them. And this is a signature of the respect we want to give back to these caddies.
Yeah. What are some of the misconceptions linked to golf? One, you know, I see a golf shop and I see it's so expensive. That's the first thing I see.
Absolutely. Golf is an expensive sport, and that's why we're actually creating such events to give access to people that don't have the financial means, and that's why financial literacy is actually one of the things that we're trying to push. You know, we want to push an agenda where caddies can understand and respect money, and that's what it's about for us.
What's the most rewarding bit about being part of this initiative for you?
For me, we are creating the next Tiger Woods, and for me, that is most fulfilling. These caddies, you know, are going to get a very rare opportunity to go to Sun City. Some of them have probably even never slept in a hotel before. So for us, it's about creating that experience and making sure that we create memories as we go.
And how far do you think we are in terms of getting golf and making golf accessible to black people?
We're getting there, but obviously the pace is still a little bit slow. And I think we are also, you know, challenging the Department of Sports to actually, you know, start programs at a school level where, you know, we can expose the sport to as many kids as possible.
All right, TT, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank
Give
you
us
so
details
much.
again. When, what time do you start?
So it's on the 6th of September, it's a Tuesday. We start off at 7 o'clock because we want to start with the process of opening those bank accounts for the caddies. And then the competition starts at 10 o'clock. And may the best man win. And I'm looking forward to taking this winner to the Nedbank Golf Challenge in Sun City in November.
All right. TT, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you so much.
TT Mbha is a real estate entrepreneur, and he's the founder, obviously, of the competition that's happening, the Caddies competition, and he's honoring caddies and the role they play at the Caddy Golf Day. All right, quick ad break. Go back after this. Stay with us.